Welcome once again to the weekly update with Kyle Johansson and the mayor. Kyle, um, I don't know. It's got to be maybe 60 degrees outside right now. You're shaking your head.
No, it's not. It's not even close.
It's not as bad as it has been.
This past
It's getting
weekend
a little warmer, huh?
It is.
Yeah, what's the next 7 days look like for us, including today?
So today we got generally cloudy skies, slight chance of a rain shower, high of 54. Tonight we got cloudy skies, early, then thunderstorms developing after midnight. Chance of rain 70%, low of 51 degrees. Tomorrow scattered storms, high of 72, low of 44. Friday rainy conditions, high of 48, low of 45. Saturday we got scattered storms, high of 70 degrees, low of 36. Sunday we got mostly sunny skies, high of 60 degrees, low of 39. Monday we got showers, high of 60, low of 34. Next Tuesday we got probably cloudy skies, high of 52, low of 28. And next Wednesday we got 54 degrees and low of 37, partly cloudy skies. In sports, the men's team won against Central Michigan this past weekend. The football team won against Miami this past weekend as well. And baseball team is not back home, and softball team is not back home again until next weekend, which is also Mom's weekend. And this weekend is also the Athens University Music Jazz Festival, which the biggest day is on Saturday, having like 200 plus high school bands at the Templeton Auditorium began at 9 o'clock in the morning. And this Friday is also the kickoff of fest season as well. And then speaking of, so we still got more sports to go because there are actually a lot of home games coming up in the middle of April because the spring game is the 15th. The spring sale starts for like early season football ticket holders, which my mom and I did at like when the season tickets went on sale. So we get to go into the spring sale at like 9 o'clock in the morning. And the spring game is early in the morning, like 11 o'clock in the morning. And also we got big baseball game that weekend as well as the Battle of the Bricks.
Yeah, and when did the Copperhead start up again?
First home game is June 6th.
June 6th.
And there are actually more home games in July than are in June.
Okay.
So there's 11 in July and there's 8 in June.
All right. Copperhead's got all kinds of cool stuff. And then, like you said, already starting to tee things up for
football again.
Football.
Yeah, it's coming up quick. And there are 5 home Saturday games this year.
5?
Yes.
Nice.
One weeknight, I think, because ESPN doesn't want to pay them all for all weeknight games.
Okay. I think the Halloween block party, I think there's a home game.
I guess that's Miami. Yeah, that's the same.
Miami.
Battle of the Bricks.
Wah, wah. It'll be interesting for sure.
It will be a big game, too.
Yeah. All kinds of interesting things. This was a huge week for the city of Athens, and I won't dare say Athens County, in that the Governor's Office of Appalachia, Director John Kerry, in conjunction with the Ohio Department of Development, Director Lydia Mahalik, announced the round 1 implementation for the Appalachian Communities Grant. And among the 4 out of 40 funded programs or projects, the Athens Armory was in one of those 4 projects, or proposals rather, to where we had partnered early on with the Coshocton Collaborative, which is in, obviously, Coshocton, the Builders Club, which is in Somerset in Perry County, the Logan Theater in Hocking County, as well as the Logan Chamber of Commerce building, also in Logan within Hocking County, to receive $17.6 million to fund those 5 projects. On the city's end, this will pretty much complete the capital stack for the Armory being completely renovated and repurposed as a co-work, share work space, performance space, and also home to our very own beloved Athens County Foundation. So I want to get that out there. There was also another proposal that was partially funded was the Bailey Trail System, receiving more than $4 million to complete the trail building of the Baileys, as well as some other partners that were part of that proposal and others. So it was a big week this week when it comes to seeing funding coming from the state's share of the American Rescue Plan, ARPA money, coming into Athens County. Round one implementation was about $50 million. It was $50 million. And of that 45 million is some way, significant way touching Athens County right here in our own backyard, if you will. There was another event that went on tail end of last week and over the weekend, which was the Appalachian Studies Association hosted or held its 46th annual conference. For the first time in that 46-year period of time, or however many years, it was hosted here in Athens at Ohio University, which was wonderful, having people from all throughout Appalachia coming into Athens, experiencing Athens, learning about things as they are done or what we are doing here in Athens. So it was a really, really wonderful event to see here in the city, and a big thank you to all those who worked hard to coordinate and program that event on campus and beyond. Some notable notices that are out there: the Athens-Hocking County Spring 2023 Recycling Days. I've mentioned this before. The one for our county that's worth marking your calendar for is April 22nd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. down at the county fairgrounds. There you can see listed all of the things that are accepted that are free. Tires are $4 each if the tire is still on the rim and you're wanting to dispose of rim and tire, or without rims, 50 cents per tire. There is a 10 tire limit. Otherwise, you become classified as a tire recycling, tire or something company. So take advantage of that. I mean, a lot of things that you've been wanting to clear out of your basement, your attic, your garage, and just didn't know how to get rid of them. Well, there's the list, and encourage people to take advantage. The Athens City Spring Cleanup and Athens-Hocking Solid Waste Recycling Days. As I just mentioned, for the city, from April 17th to the 21st, individuals can place an unlimited amount of trash bags out of the curb during your scheduled trash pickup day, trash/recycling pickup day, at no additional cost. If it is an oversized item, though, you will be charged because it exceeds something that can fit in a trash bag. So if you've got an old lazy boy recliner, don't even contemplate breaking out the chainsaw, cutting it into bite-sized pieces, throwing it into plastic bags and setting out to the curb. I think that is not appropriate. But if you do have a recliner or something that you know is not in great enough shape, or good enough shape, I should say, to donate to the Restore or to Goodwill or whomever, consider having that hauled away for you. But again, you will receive a minimum charge of $15.75 per cubic yard. Building materials, tires, and liquids are not acceptable for the curbside pickup. The other thing is that we put a dumpster down at the service garage, which is located at 387 West State Street. The dumpster will be down there again. It will be out there you'll have access to it between 7:30 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. So take advantage of that as well. You are required to bring a valid driver's license and utility bill so that we know that you, excuse me, are someone that you live in the city of Athens, because this is an Athens city community service. Let's see. I already mentioned that. The annual Athens Cemetery cleanup. This is going to be beginning this week. It began on the 20th. Families are reminded to please remove any keepsakes in West Union or West State Street Cemetery, or even if you want to hang on to plastic flowers or keep them, but certainly any valuables or keepsakes, please go down and pick them up. Otherwise, they will be discarded as we do the cleanup in both of those cemeteries. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to reach out to Deputy Service Safety Director Andrew Chicky, and you can reach him at 592-3340. Ridges, mentioned this Friday will be your last chance to engage and understand what the Ridges development strategy is. The Ridges framework plan, which was approved in 2015, but now looking at how to implement and create mixed-use spaces that will benefit the larger community at the Ridges. Again, that meeting is this Friday, March 24th. It'll be up at the Ridges at Building 14 between the hours of 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. So if you want to have a better understanding as to what the plan is at this point and the opportunity in front of us, the city has been approached to be a member of what's called a new community authority with the Ridges, as we're looking at ways in which it could become a mixed-use facility with housing, with senior housing, with condominium housing, with some other amenities in there as well, commercial space, artist space. So it's pretty fascinating. So I encourage you to check it out. The Athens Community Summer Camp schedule is here. There it is. This is the flyer that Arts, Parks, and Recreation has put out. Registration for summer camp begins March 27th at 8 a.m. Hoping that if you or your small ones, the littles, are interested in participating in something like this, the schedule in looking at it is that week 1, which is June 12th through June 16th, the theme is the Great Outdoors Week. Then week 2, which is June 19th through the 23rd, the theme is Full Steam Ahead Week. Week 3, which is June 26th through the 30th, it's all about Art Week. And then finally, July 10th through the 14th, the theme is Game Shows Galore Week. So this is pretty cool. Pricing, $45 registration per week, $105 per week enrollment fee, and there's a $10 per week multi-sibling discount that you could receive. So check all that stuff out. The camp hours are between 8:30 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. So this will certainly, over the summer months, at least for the first half of the summer, give your kiddos something fun to do. I missed the page. It goes all the way on through. Thank you, Ryan. Week 5, Camp Olympics week. Week 6, Around the World week. And then week 7 is Water Week. Clearly the theme being things that are pool related. So, get that taken care of. Ryan, if you want to put up Nixle and the Athens, Ohio City Source app, always a good thing to remind people about these apps that are available. Nixle is an outstanding platform for getting quick and timely updates on severe weather, criminal activities, missing persons, etc. Easy to do. You can sign up by texting 45701, our zip code, to 888777. It's customizable to where you can, decide that there's certain alerts that you just don't think would benefit you or that you're interested in receiving. or you can just let it rip and have everything come to you. So, well worth checking out. The other is the Athens, Ohio City Source app, and this you can get at Google Play or the Apple App Store. And this is something that we strongly encourage all individuals who live in the city of Athens to use, because it's a great reporting mechanism for a traffic light that's out, a stop sign that's been mowed over by a vehicle, or something else, a deer, I don't know. It can be potholes. It can be water that shouldn't be gushing up out of the street surface. It could be trash or litter. It could be activity that just looks odd to you, or a vehicle that seems to have been parked in front of your house for more than 3 days without a extended parking permit. So therefore, check that out. Again, you can easily find it at just by putting in Athens, Ohio City Source app or City Source through Google Play or the Apple App Store, and voila, there it'll be. Download it, use it. Some upcoming meetings, we have Athens City Council, which will be next Monday night, the 27th, 7 p.m. here in council chambers. I guess we don't have any other meetings coming up. Scott? No, we don't. I do have one last announcement, because we just recognized that it was out there via Ohio University's Post, the magazine or newspaper, I should say, as well as other social media posts, that now President Lori Stewart Gonzalez is the 23rd president for Ohio University. The Board of Trustees met earlier today and deemed her to be the best individual to lead Ohio University forward. And so a big congratulations to President Stewart Gonzalez and to Ohio University. That all said, Kyle, as usual, it's wonderful having you here with me, and we will not be broadcasting next week. I will be in Washington, D.C., attending the National League of Cities conference, as well as the National League of Cities Race, Equity, and Leadership Institute with Councilmember Micah McCary and the City of Athens DEIA Coordinator Lacey Rogers. So we will be there for 3 days of instruction through the RIL Institute, but then also I will be doing working hard for our community in Washington, D.C. at the National League of Cities Conference, to include Monday morning getting a briefing at the U.S. White House, which I am looking forward to going there representing Athens in Southeast Ohio and engaging with the Biden-Harris administration. That all said, thanks for tuning in. Please join Kyle and I again in 2 weeks for the next installment of the weekly update with Kyle Johansson and the mayor. Take care.